Hi everyone and happy Monday. So Coach Steve here with my Monday motivation. For those of you new to the concept, Monday motivation is when I kind of check in with my Facebook community and my YouTube community and help them remain focused and driving towards the big scary goal they might have signed up for the season. So previous Monday motivations, we've talked a bit about our keeping ourselves accountable with a training buddy, and also having a good plan or a way of recording and tracking progress. This week, we're going to talk about B races. So what's a B race? A B race can be anything. It can be a 5K road race. It can be a Swift race. It can be a sportif. It can be a trail run. Only prerequisite I have for something to be considered a B race, it makes you nervous. You get a little bit of butterflies when you hit the register button. You kind of go, you're nervous looking at it in the calendar, go, ooh, I need to be ready for that. And that's in one of the reasons why we do it. A B race will keep you focused. Now, for using myself as an example, I have Tokyo Marathon in March, and I've signed up for a 5 mile road race in January. The reason I've done that is my running nemesis, Gavin, is doing the same race and he wants to beat me, and I don't want him to beat me. So that in itself is going to focus me. And at the moment in the Northern Hemisphere, a little jealous of your Southern Hemisphere people, and we're in cold, dark winters, it's the nights are long, la la la. But am I going to go, oh, I don't really feel like a speed session? When do you really feel like a speed session? Let's be honest. But I'm going, ooh, if I don't do that speed session, Gab might have a chance. I don't want to give Gab a chance. I want to hold my 100% record over him. I really hope Gab watches this. So it keeps you focused. It keeps you kind of zoned in. That's in itself is one reason. And another good reason to do it is they're fun. Now, again, tying into my Gavin analogy is an or example. He is actually a real person. Um, it'll be fun. Gavin and myself are actually really good friends, but he does want to beat me. But there'll be banter in WhatsApp, there'll be banter up at the start line until the race gun goes off, and then we'll try to rip the legs off one another. But then afterwards, there'll be great crack afterwards. We'll go into Gav's house. We have a kind of routine. We will go in and with the guys and we have some food and all that. And it's just good fun. It's good fun to have a blowout. It breaks up a lot of the base training where you're just kind of doing kind of very slow, steady mileage. But and then you can slot these things into the plan if you're on one of my plans. In fact, I'll put a video at the end that shows you exactly how to do that without ruining the progression of the plan. And I actively encourage people to put that in. So, um, now speaking of being fun and all the rest, I hope that you're enjoying the video. And if you are, please subscribe if you haven't already. I see lots of people who aren't subscribed. The reason why I'm trying to grow my YouTube channel and I need that to have subscribers and people liking my videos. It just helps me. I know I have an audience. And then not only will I do the Monday motivations and the vlog stuff, but I got some really cool content. I need to know there's an audience. So hop on board, subscribe. I really appreciate it. Okay, back to other reasons why we do B races. And another reason is they're milestones and they're also validate your training. So like even people on my longer distance plans, 70.3 Ironman, I actively encourage them to do park runs. Park runs are big in Europe and Australia. They're where they have it's a timed 5K run for free in your local park. And I get people to do them in the recovery weeks. And why is that? Because the first one you do an Ironman plan, you go, whew, I'm way off the pace. I'm 5 minutes off. And then you sort of go, and the next one you do in 4 weeks' time after is got a structured training. You've worked on your fitness. You've got your metrics are moving in the right direction. You go, ooh, only 2 minutes off my PB. That's really self-enforcing. You go, wow, this is working. I am sort of getting stronger, fitter, faster. Even that it's not doing the same distance race I'm actually planning for, but this is just a metric. So don't underestimate the power of that. And that put something in the diary or put something in your focus. Another reason why we do B races is, and this is more for the build phase of your plan, we get more race specific. You need to get race experience. So, like, for example, you might be doing your first Olympic. It's a really good option to get a sprint in as a B race beforehand. Why? Open water swim practice, transition practice, getting your equipment right, getting your pacing right, learning about what it's like to race. these cannot be underestimated. And these are why we have B races as well. So build it even becomes more important. So to recap, folks, why do we do B races? One, they're fun, as in they're great crack. Two, they kind of validate your training, give you little milestones aside from the kind of test sets I have in the plan. Three, you can kind of progressively kind of build up your skill set and in B race where it doesn't really matter. So you don't have all your eggs in one basket. And then, you know what, it keeps you focused for the training. It helps you kind of like something in the diary rather than something miles down the track. So listen, guys, I hope that was useful and I hope you got something out of it. Again, please do subscribe if you've not already or like the video. Plenty more content to come. And as I said, get yourself in those B races. They will really, really help. Me, I gotta go do a speed session because I'm not letting Gavin beat me. Have a great day, week training, folks, and we'll check in later on.